Hi Sagittarius, this is your tarot reading for the week from February 22nd to the 28th. It's Raina here. Not used to starting a reading off saying that because I don't typically do weekly forecasts, but I've been kind of doing it here and there, just fitting it in. And I kind of like it because there's like an immediacy. It's for a short period of time, so I decided to do this again. I'm going to be using the traditional Rider-Waite deck with the Pamela Coleman illustrations, and I'll be following it with an oracle card from, it's called the Energy Oracle Card deck from Sandra Ann Taylor. Well, two cards came out, so two cards it is. Okay, it's funny, you got a couple of cards in the same placement as Leo did, which is kind of interesting. So maybe Sag and Leos are hooking up or something for a romantic situation. That could be a business, I guess. But anyway, for the focal point or the heart of the matter of this time period we have, which is the end of February, we have the Four of Wands. And this can be a new home. This can be a marriage. It's a happy card. You can even see people, I guess they're kind of, it's hard to tell if they're, you know, celebrating after the wedding or not, but it's a card that's associated with a lot of joy, domestic bliss, let's put it that way. Now, this could be talking about a person that you are focused on. Maybe it is a Leo. It could be any fire energy. Leo, another Sag, Aries, and somehow this person is very important to you. For career matters, you may have moved. Maybe this new house is because you had to move for your career. A lot of Sagittarians have been moving or will move probably in 2018. And this has actually, I think, been going on since last year, this trend. In the past position, we have the Sun card, so this is a very positive card. Anything connected to success in general, health or healing. This is connected to children, so you may have moved into a big house because you're expecting another child. Just overall joy, creativity. That's what the Sun card, but Leo, it's connected to the sign of Leo. So maybe you are involved with somebody of that sign. Now, two cards came out that are connected to the immediate future. One of them is the Justice card, and in readings like this, it could be a legal judgment being rendered, or possibly, in some cases, it's just that balance is restored to your life. Could be a Libra individual that is figuring into things, and then Temperance, which is actually associated with Sagittarius. So this is another card of kind of balance. You see 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land, blending of the spiritual and the material. So there could be people that are associated with those signs that are helping you in some way, or they, you know, could indicate the person that you're involved with. Again, it could be that you have had a divorce come in or something like that, and it was just like waiting for that to happen so that you could move on with your life. Because the Four of Wands as a card of like maybe anticipating a wedding, anticipating this happy home with somebody, possibly because you've fallen in love, or that you have a job that pays well, that allows you to do that. The thing that crosses you is represented, and this is a challenge, is the Nine of Cups. So in the challenge position, it would be someone who is overly indulgent, maybe a little bit taking things for granted, and you have a lot of good fortune, but Sagittarius is a sign ruled by Jupiter, and I wouldn't be surprised, the ninth house, this is the number 9, if that's why this card is a card sometimes of excess. And so Jupiter sometimes doesn't know when to quit. It could be even like alcohol problem of, that either you have or a person that you are interested in forming a life has. And you're, in some cases you may be like in love, so you're overlooking it, but you don't realize. Yeah, that's the other thing too, the Temperance card, temperance. Think about in the 1800s, the Temperance Society. Temperance can mean sobriety. And so there may be something going on that connects to wanting to overcome an addiction. And if it's on your end of things, then that's good, because it sounds like you realize it and may be taking care of it. But if somebody else has an addiction and they're promising that they're going to get sober, and you are in love with them, and you haven't married them or moved in with them yet, you may want to think about that, because once you take that next step, it makes things a lot more complicated. So it might be just saying that you're kind of not looking at the details. You're so busy being happy that you're and celebrating that you met this new person, but you're not seeing the whole picture. But this could simply be that you are being a little bit careless in your good fortune by not realizing that you still have to keep balance in your life, hence the Temperance card. Sagittarians, I am one too, we are very positive people, but sometimes we just assume that things are always going to stay the same, and we are a little bit, what's the word? It's not being ungrateful, though. It's not being that at all. It's being imprudent, not thinking about tomorrow. The Nine of Cups is about eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow you might die, and it's just like that kind of is the Sagittarius philosophy. But sometimes it's good to think about the future, not just the moment. And the advice is represented by the Seven of Swords. This could be you might want to hold off any plans to get married. I mean, especially if you were in a long-term marriage or relationship and you're getting right back into another relationship. This card would be about going your own way for a while and not necessarily jumping into a new relationship. It can also speak of looking at the person around you. They may not be who they claim to be. They might be deceptive, and that might end up being problematic as well. They may not be telling you the truth. And the outcome is the Page of Wands, which is a very positive card. Pages can be messages. I would say, because this is fire energy, that timing-wise, look at the Mercury retrograde that is starting on March 22nd, right after the sun goes into Aries. And it will be, that Mercury retrograde will be in Aries until the new moon the following month, like mid-month. So, in Aries. So look at this three and a half week time period and see if somebody comes from your past who possibly is, you know, a love of your life. You know, you may have been involved with other relationships and you may think you're in love with somebody right now, but perhaps there was even a different person who you thought you'd never hear from, and you might hear from this person. This can also be a card just in general of good news, and who knows, it could be financial, anything like that, where you are like a job offer or something along those lines, and then you feel like you have something to fall back on. You have something else to focus on. If you're finding yourself in love with somebody and it's not necessarily progressing the way you want it to, I feel like the Page of Wands is still going to lift your spirits and give you a piece of news that sustains you and inspires you, actually makes you happy, enthusiastic about life. So anyway, let me choose a card from the Oracle, Energy Oracle deck, and see if that one kind of goes along with us. Okay, oh, didn't want to do that. Angel of Strength, number 50. Let's see what that says. And it's funny, that's another lion. So I don't know if any of you are dealing with Leos, but sure is a strong Leo connection. The Page of Wands could be starting a relationship with somebody who is a fire sign. So that might be a Leo. Maybe the Leo person is the person from your past, and you're going through a divorce and you hear from them again, and that lifts your spirits. Alrighty then, let's see what it says. Personal power and inner strength. So it sounds like it's very similar to the Strength card in the Major Arcana. This amazing angel brings the news that it is time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action on your own behalf. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power that comes from within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you the focus and resolve to do what's necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. And so, yeah, I mean, you do have a lot of positive energy here, Sagittarius. So even if there are some challenges, I think that the last card of the tarot, the Page of Wands, indicates that you may be starting a new thing. I keep making this thing go like, whoa, but I just want to show you that. Starting something new. You know, the Page and the Ace can be very similar in that regard. But definitely it could be hearing messages, a message that makes you feel so much better about your situation. Maybe hearing from that Leo. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this, Sagittarius. If you'd like a private reading, please click on the link below. Have an awesome week. Bye.